Hey guys, it's Megan from CrazeDaze, and I really have nothing to talk about for a vlog today, so I'm going to do something that was actually an idea I had last year. So what I did was, I don't know if you guys remember, like even they've been going around since like MySpace. Remember when MySpace was a thing? Um, and they're like, it's like a list of questions that you answer them, and then you like repost it for other people to answer them, whatever. So I pulled one of those off of Tumblr. And it's actually a music-based one. It's they got weird band blog questions, but it's like basically music-based questions. And so I'm going to answer all of them, and then I will cut out the ones that are just that I do that. Yeah. So any questions where I derp or it's just not a good question, I will cut those out, and so you guys will get the best questions. Um, and I guess hopefully just learn a little bit more about me, maybe. That's the idea. Okay, so I've skimmed these, I've looked at a couple of them, but I've not read them all through before I start, so here we go. Question 3. Older music or newer music? That is a tough question, because I like both a lot. Like I said, favorite band is Rush, so although technically I guess they're kind of older music and newer music, they've been putting out new music for like almost 40 years now, so but yeah, I like, classic rock and prog rock, but also newer pop punk, Marianas Trench, Simple Plan, yeah, because another thing I think that goes along with that is that when you go see a band that's been around for a really long time, like Rush, not only are the tickets a lot more expensive, but it's in a huge arena, and so they put on like a great show. They have a lot more special effects and pyrotechnics and stuff on stage, but so the shows themselves are cooler, but you're more distant. So that's what I like about like the newer bands. But it's like it feels like you're a lot closer, and it feels like the band is more talking right to you because there's not as many of you, and I love that. That's awesome. But yes, so older or newer music, both. It sounds like a cop out answer, but it's the truth. I like them both for different reasons. Okay. What would you do if you worked at a restaurant and your favorite band showed up? Scream. Actually, probably not scream. I'd probably just squeal. Then I would make some kind of strange noise, I'm sure. And then attempt to do my job before I got fired. Question 5. Have you ever written a letter or given a gift to a band member? Yes. Yeah. So when I went to see Marianas Trench, this is again another Marianas Trench story, because are they the only band members that I've ever met? I think. Anyways, so I went to see them in Windsor. I was the only one going, but I made a card for them. It was a really cool card. It had like it had the 4 band members' names: Josh, Matt, Mike, and Ian. That had their names on the front, and then it had like I made like a little tape thing so that they would like stick out. So it was like 3D. The front of the card was 3D, and so like Josh, as a singer, had like a microphone, and then like Matt had a guitar, and Mike had a bass, and Ian had a drum set that were like 3D off the front of the card. And then on the inside, like I wrote my message, and then I got all my friends who are Trenchers, Marianas Trench fans, to sign it and write their own little message, and so I gave that to them. Also, I have to tell this story. So, also there was a point when we were waiting for them to announce the tour dates on Twitter, where somebody tweeted at Matt Webb, who's the guitarist. Somebody tweeted asking for tour dates, and Matt replied, "No, sorry, we only have tour raisins." So funny. Anyways, so when I saw them in Windsor, I brought Matt like a bag of raisins that I had written, and it was on the package, it said raisins, and so I wrote in tour raisins, so the package said tour raisins, and I gave it to him, and it was awesome, and he laughed, and it was hilarious, and it was great. So then when we went to show in Chicago, I asked Matt if he remembered that, and he did, and I almost died. Anyways, the question was about gifts and letters, and so also when we went to see them in Chicago, Lauren, Jeanette, and I made a card for them. The card for Chicago had them as mermaids on the front, because their entrance for the MMVAs, they're known for their spectacular entrances, and this year they came dressed as mermaids, and it was fantastic. And so we had them as mermaids. Like, we printed out like a picture of them and put their like faces on the front, and then Jeanette drew like mermaid bodies around them, and it was fantastic. If I was in a band, what instrument would I play? Okay. I think I would end up playing bass. Short answer is I would probably end up playing bass, although I'd probably like to play guitar better, but I would probably end up playing bass, and I wouldn't mind playing bass. So, either guitar or bass. Name 3 bands you can't stand other than Blood on the Dance Floor or Broken Side. I've never listened to either of those, so that doesn't even matter. I have no problem with Nickelback. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments for that, but I have no problem with Nickelback. There's Nickelback on my iPod. I get made fun of for it. But and people who do hate Nickelback, who know I don't hate Nickelback, will like tease me about it, and like, whatever. I don't understand what the problem is with Nickelback. I don't know why everyone hates on Nickelback. They're not bad. So 3 bands that I can't stand. I don't know. I'm not really picky about music. I listen to a lot of different stuff. Yeah, I don't like screamo. I don't like screamo. I don't like screaming. I can't with the screaming. Can't understand them. There's no melody. I'm not saying, when I say there's no melody, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's no talent involved, because I know some people say that. They say, oh, well, it doesn't take any talent to scream. I know that's not true, because, simply because I can't do it. Like, my voice can't do it. I know a lot of people whose voices can't do it. So I'm not saying there's no talent involved. I know there's talent involved. It's a different kind of talent. But I just don't like when there's no melody. Like, I feel like the reason I dislike screamo is the same reason I dislike rap. There's no melody. I like to have that pretty melody. I don't know. I don't like screaming. I don't like rap. Like, hip-hop, like, current pop music and hip-hop music is okay if I'm in the mood to listen to it. Like, it's fun. It's fun to dance to and stuff. So, like, if I'm in the mood for it, I don't mind it. But it's not something that I always want to listen to. But I can't do screamo and country. Again, I can sit through it and I can listen to it. Because I don't know if there's anything that I really absolutely hate that I'm like, turn it off immediately. Country is okay because acoustic guitar. I play guitar. I really like acoustic guitar. It's really pretty. But I don't know. So I'm not a huge fan of country, and screamo is probably the one thing. Screamo, like, / death metal is like the one thing that I would say turn it off immediately, because I can't take the screaming. But there's no really specific bands that I can't stand. Alright, I think I'm going to stop with the questions there. I'm halfway through the list. So I'll save the other half for a long time, because I've already talked for over 20 minutes. So even when I edit that down, it's going to be a long video, maybe. So I'm going to stop there, and I will save the other half of those questions for some other time when I can't think of what to talk about. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Leave a like if this was a kind of vlog that you would like. It was a bit of a different type of vlog than what I usually do. So leave a like if you enjoyed it, if this was a kind of vlog that you would like to see me do something like this again. And as always, please subscribe to CrazeDaze. I know we keep saying we're going to have all this awesome stuff right now, and then we never do. We will. I promise. I promise. Jeanette wants to do Chubby Bunny. Again, I'm working on Let's Plays. Right now the issue is getting money to buy games and software, because the thing is, I want to do Facecam. I think, especially with horror games, because I told you I want to play Amnesia Machine for Pigs. And I think with horror games are so much better with Facecam. They're just so much better with Facecam. So I want to do Facecam, but I don't have the video editing software to do it. And I know Jeanette does, but I kind of want to get it for myself so that I can do it myself. But it's kind of expensive. So that's the delay on the Let's Play right now. There's stuff coming up, we promise. Jeanette and Lauren switch vlog days, so those will still be coming, hopefully. So please stick with us. Awesome stuff will be coming. Yeah. Likes, subscribe. Okay, thanks, bye.